Talo Falava, Womajika, and welcome to The Big Spoon, brought to you by Thorn Harbour Health. Now, food plays a really important part in our cultural traditions. Food can bring you comfort, it can bring people together, and it can definitely tell a story. Now, food is a universal love language where we get to share the rest of the world our culture. My name is Miss Catalina, and I'm your host.
I grew up in Singapore. My family, it's sort of Chinese and Peranakan heritage. So the Peranakan heritage is actually a blend of Malay and Chinese cultures. Maybe about 15 years ago, I traveled to Australia to study as an international student. And later on, I migrated here. I'm going to make a dish today called Babi Asam.
Babi Asam.
Correct. So
What's
that's
Babi?
That's the Malay word for pork.
Yeah.
So Asam is the Malay word for tamarind.
Oh,
so it is
okay.
a braised pork in tamarind sauce.
Yeah, I'm already hungry.
Yeah. So for Babi Asam, we will need, of course, the pork belly.
Yes.
Yep. And also we need some of the ingredients that actually come from, most parts of Southeast Asia that are frequently used.
Yes.
We have the candle nuts here.
Candle nuts, or we love
That's
candle
right.
nuts.
We have candle nuts, we have fresh chilies.
Chili.
And I grew them in my own garden.
Oh, wow.
Yes, in my
Are
own
these
herb
really
garden.
hot?
No, they are quite mild.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not as hot as me. Okay.
And we have this coconut palm sugar.
Okay.
And so that's made from the coconut palms. And of course, we oil as well. We have got coriander leaves.
Coriander.
We also have tamarind, also known as asam.
Can I have a smell? Because this has a really...
It's sort of
to me, it has a sweet smell.
Yes,
but
it has a bit of a floral fragrance kind of
Yeah.
thing, and it's sweet and tangy.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a fruit. And we also have this thing called the belacan. So the belacan is actually a fermented shrimp paste.
Okay.
That
so
is,
it's got a fishy smell.
Yes, very fishy. Oh, yeah, sort of. Yeah. And it's salted and it's dried, so it comes in blocks like this.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And you got some
Oh
ingredients
yes,
here.
that's right. We also have some dark soy.
Dark soy.
Yes, and we also have this salted soybeans. So they are basically soybeans that have been salted and slightly fermented. So it's very salty. And
I've
easy.
never seen this before.
Would you like to taste it?
Yeah, I have a little
Yeah,
taste.
why not?
Where can you... Is this...
From any Asian grocery.
Oh, you can't get it at Coles?
I don't think... I tried looking for it at Coles, but it's not there. Try it.
Oh, okay.
Tell me what you think.
That's it's salty. But it's
is
not
salty.
like salt.
It's like a nutty, salty flavor.
Yeah.
Do you want to try the tamarind?
Let's have a quick taste.
Yeah, sure. You could just pinch a bit off and tell me what you think.
Oh, that's a bit too much.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all right. You can spit it out if it's too...
That's sour.
It is sour.
Yeah.
It's a bit
sour.
sweet and salty kind of thing.
I don't mind it. It doesn't taste what it smells like.
Yes.
It smells fruity and sweet. Can I ask what is this?
Oh, this is a tiffin carrier. So in Singapore and Malaysia, it's more commonly known by its Malay name called the tingkat.
Yeah.
So in the olden days, I think now there is a bit of resurgence as well. In the olden days, housewives, they would actually be very good cooks. Well, they still do. It is just like in those days, they would actually try to feed the masses as well. And how they do it is that they would run some home cooking business. So this tiffin carrier comes in layers. It comes in a stack like this.
Yeah.
So you could actually have a full meal contained in it. And
All in this?
Yes,
Beautiful.
all in this. So perhaps you could have a stack of rice.
Yeah.
Then you could have a meat dish, a vegetable dish, and a soup.
Oh, wow.
And all would be delivered to homes and families that would order from these housewives.
So this is Uber Eats kind of thing?
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it is very common in many parts of India and in Malaysia as well nowadays because it's environmentally friendly. You don't have to use disposable boxes and all that. Yeah. Food speaks a lot. It is a big part of my family's heritage. My parents grew up with very humble backgrounds. They had very humble upbringing. So when they sort of brought me and my brother up, the way that they sort of bring up the family and how they sort of make sure that we are well provided for. Food is a means to sort of help them to express their love and affection for one another. So they always make sure that we would be fed well. They grew up in a time when education, for example, was a privilege. It is not a right. And so whatever they had, they worked very hard for it. So they have always believed in prudence, in the kind of hardworking mentality, in being reliable, just bite the bullet and go through whatever challenges you have.
So it's time to start cooking.
Sure.
Yes. So what do we need to do first?
First, I would like to do the rempah.
Which is, what's that?
Yeah, the rempah is the Malay word for spice mix.
Okay, spice
So I need
mix.
a mortar and pestle for this.
Okay.
Would you like to help me to just
Yeah, of course. I'll
chop
move
up
this to the side.
the onion, the shallots?
Okay.
Yep.
So do you want to do that and I'll do something? Is anything else that I need to chop?
No, you could help me to do this and I will take care of the garlic.
Okay.
I will just have
Beautiful.
2 cloves of garlic in there.
So, so I'll peel this for you.
Yes, please.
Okay.
And just cut it into big pieces.
Yeah.
Or small pieces, whatever you like.
All right. So, James, who taught you how to cook?
I'm going to grab a knife here. Yes, sorry.
Who taught you how to cook?
Oh, mostly my grandma, my mum, my aunts. They did really sort of teach me. I mean, yes, I did. I mean, if I wanted to cook like a favorite dish, then I would sort of consult them.
Yeah.
Most of the time, throughout the years, in my teenage years, when I was a kid, I sort of learned it by osmosis. So basically, I just learned by observing what they did, what they cook on special occasions, and all that. So I'm going to put this garlic in here.
Do you want me to chop all of them?
No. Oh, this is perfect. Thank you. Oh, yes. One more, please.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, just cut to big pieces and put it in there. So I've got 3 ingredients.
Okay.
So I've got the garlic, the shallots, and the belacan, which is the fermented shrimp paste.
Okay.
I'm going to put some candle nuts in there as well.
Yeah.
So this is an oily nut that is frequently used in Southeast Asian cooking.
Okay.
Yep.
So while you're doing that, should I cut something else? While we're
yes.
waiting?
Perfect. Thank you. Could you please slice the chilies for me into long slices?
Yeah, of course. Do I cut this
I'll
out?
put this away. Hey. Yes.
Yeah, and then
yes.
cut out
Thank you.
this.
Perhaps could you help me to sort of put some water in
Yeah,
this
of
tamarind?
course.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm going to pound this into like a fine paste.
Yeah. Is that enough?
Yes, perfect. And then using your fingers, you could just squeeze the pulp to release the juice from the tamarind.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, is this enough? Do you want more water?
Yes, perfect. Wow, that's great.
Should I add more water?
No, can I just have a look?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, this is thick and good. Yeah, just add a little bit more, maybe about 2 tablespoons more. Yep.
Really?
So that we can thin it out just
Well,
a
I'm
little
not
bit
good with
more.
measurements.
Oh, approximate would do. In fact, that's how my grandma and my aunties cook in those days. Everything's by approximation. They don't really follow recipes precisely. Yeah.
So they don't use, what do you call it, measuring cups?
No, they don't. Everything is by...
eyeball everything.
Yeah, that's right. So, this is almost done.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what do I just tip that in there and strain it?
That's right. So you strain the tamarind. So extract all the yummy sweet and sour juices from the tamarind pulp. That's right. That's perfect.
That's like squeezing out my soul.
You're good. What?
Because you said sweet and
Yes.
sour, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh wow, that is so confident of you. That is so confident. So I'm gonna cut the pork here.
Yeah.
Yep, into just small chunks, because this is a braised pork dish, so we don't want it to be too big.
Oh, I just broke it.
It's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
So we just need to fry all this?
Yes, that's right. So my pan is pretty hot now. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here.
And do you use any kind of oil? Or?
Generally, in Southeast Asian cooking, most Southeast Asian cooking would use very sort of neutral flavored oil that it's quite that is not too strong.
Not too
like
strong.
Peanut oil, soybean oil, sunflower.
Yeah.
Food is also a way to, for me, it is a way to understand another culture, another community's culture, history, and heritage. I find that sometimes when I examine or when I look into how a community cooks its food, what they eat, it allows me to understand their past, their relationships, their childhood memories, and I find that very, very fascinating. It reveals a lot about a community's identity, roots. I didn't realize how important the ability to cook is, how important a social skill it might be until I moved to Australia to study and also to work and to live as a migrant. Very frequently, I would organize potluck dinners at my home. And I think potluck dinners are a wonderful way to really share your culture, your cooking with people from other cultures, other communities, other countries. And also, I also get to experience what they cook and what they eat as well. So I think that's really brilliant. I love the idea of sharing food. I think somehow when we begin to break bread together, when we share a meal together, our psychological defenses are lowered. We start to engage in conversations. We sort of build this kind of intercultural understanding. We build bridges as well. Relationships are formed, friendships are deepened. And we begin to exchange views and perspectives about lives and experiences that we would never do if we were to keep these things to ourselves. So I think it allows us to experience what someone from a different culture, a different community has gone through in life, and it allows us to appreciate their story. It builds empathy, it builds understanding. That to me is very enriching, and it helps us to see this common, fragile, shared humanity that we all have, that we are all a part of, and I think that is very, very precious. So I have my redpa that is made here, that is prepared earlier.
Yeah.
So it has the belacan, the garlic, the shallots, as well as the canned nuts, okay?
Okay.
So we pound it, and when it's hot enough, we can just put it in. May I have the spatula, please?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Give you a wooden spoon.
Oh, yeah, the wooden spoon, that's what I meant. Thank you. So I'm gonna
And then
put
how long
this-
do you fry that off for?
Oh, until it smells yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the idea of frying the ram powder.
Smells yummy. That sounds like 30 seconds.
Oh. Okay.
See, it smells yummy already. It's done.
You can help me with that.
Yes.
Do you want to fry that?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Then we put in the pork.
Professional cook.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in the pork now.
Okay.
That's the pork belly.
Yes.
So
And
fry it.
this pork belly, do they cook fast or slow? Or?
It's quite fast. So the whole dish takes, I think, only about 45 minutes to stew, about 30 to 45 minutes to stew. So it's good. It's quite fast.
Yeah.
So we cook it. Then I'm going to. This is the salted soybeans.
Oh,
That's how it looks. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna put this into here. Yep. Perfect. I'm gonna turn down the heat a little bit. It's getting a bit too hot. Yep. I'm gonna put in this tamarind.
I'll stir
That's
away
yummy. Yep.
because that's where my talent is.
And I'm going to put a little bit of the chili in here.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yep. And I'm going to put a bit of the dark soy. So we want the dish to have a bit of color.
Yeah.
Because soy-
Dark or just still light brown?
No, not the light soy. This has to be the dark soy. Yep. And lastly, we have the shaved coconut palm sugar.
Amazing.
So we cover it and
Yeah.
we simmer it for about maybe 45 minutes, roughly.
And then it's done.
And then it's done. That's right.
Beautiful.
And then it's done. I'm actually a multicultural ambassador for the Mental Health Foundation Australia. And so I have actually, as part of coping with this COVID-19 pandemic, I was asked to do a community webinar. And I remember in that webinar, I sort of shared my experience as a former international student, as a migrant to Australia, and how isolating I felt when I first arrived. It was difficult, particularly when I was feeling unwell. For example, if I was having like a bad day, or if I could be feeling physically sick or unwell, it could get very, very challenging. It was at those moments that I felt really vulnerable. And I think how I got through those times was to really maintain a positive attitude. I tried to stick with people who understood me, who knew me, who supported me. That was very, very important. Basically to stick around my own kind, to be with people whom I feel safe. And through that, I built that kind of emotional safety and the emotional support that I felt was very important for myself. So I think the self-care is so important. The ability to forgive oneself. Say for example, if I've made a mistake, that's okay, or if I've not achieved everything that I've planned to achieve by the end of the day, by the end of the week, that's all right. I can forgive myself, I can tell myself, hey, I can try again. And also to have close friends, to really pick my peers, to build that kind of emotional safety and support with people that I trust, that people who actually understand me, people who actually support me, that is important. And that compassion to oneself, that gentleness with oneself is very important, I think. So that if you have made a mistake, it's okay. You can just come back and then try again. So after it has been braised for about 45 minutes, 30 to like 45 minutes, and then you will get something like this.
And look at,
That's
my
right.
God. And that smells divine.
So you would see that the sauce would be reduced,
Yes.
and then it would thicken, and all the flavors would be intensified. So it's really yummy.
Wow.
Really yummy. So it's sweet, it's slightly tangy,
could have
and
the whole
it's savory. You can have the whole pot.
Oh, I know I can.
You can,
James,
of
that
course
looks
you can.
absolutely amazing.
So I'm going to plate this here.
Oh wow, now I'm just, oh my goodness.
So the sauce is really thick now, which I really love, because it's all thickened by the shallots and the garlic and the rampart that we made earlier.
Yes, okay.
So I'm going to
garnish.
just garnish it with a bit more chili, because I love chili. I can't have my meals without chili, so I must have my chili.
Is that a tradition as well?
It's just how we like it.
Okay.
Yeah, we must have a bit of spice and kick.
Yeah. To balance it out, I guess.
And I'm going to put some coriander.
Coriander, which is my favorite. I love coriander. I love having coriander on pizza.
Really? Some people are allergic to it. Like, they find it tastes like soup, but I really love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we have something like this.
Let's taste.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you a spoon.
Thank you.
And let's taste together.
Yeah. Be honest, okay?
Okay.
Tell me what you think, okay? Be honest.
Right, let me grab this piece.
Sure, I will have a piece as well.
And put it in my mouth.
Let me see how it goes.
Wow, that smells divine. Oh my God. I didn't even want to open my eyes. Let me just stay in the mouth. That is absolutely yummy.
Oh, I'm so pleased. Thank you. Thank you.
And would this taste better, even better, when you leave it overnight?
Exactly.
So,
I think stew meats and sort of braised meats like this, they always taste better the day after. So if you plan to serve it today, do it the day before.
Beautiful. Well, James, my beautiful friend, I want to say thank you so much for coming to the Bent Spoon.
Thank you.
And I hope to see you again in our next show.
Thank you for
You're
having
welcome.
me.
Thank
See you. I've really had a wonderful time cooking Babi Asam, which is tamarind pork, for you today, and I hope that you would try the recipe. Please log on to the Thorn Harbour Health website for details. You could also connect with me at my food blog called The Well-Fed Nomad on Facebook. I would love to hear your comments and make friends with you, and let's share our stories about our food and memories together.